Poland Daily Business Edition. Tonight our guest is Ambassador Ryszard Żółtaniecki. Sir, welcome to the show. 16+1, that's a format invented in Beijing maybe 15 years ago. The first meeting was in 2011, so that's 8 years ago. And we are in front of another meeting of that group, Beijing plus the countries of Eastern and Central Europe. What is that format for? Why the Chinese need it?
We have to start with an additional question. What has happened in the period between 2011 and the present day? Not much. It was filled with the promises, with hopes, with actions sometimes very superficial, without any prospect for continuation, and with stable, permanent pressure from the side of China, which is not covered or associated with the real deeds. So we are again back in the 2011. The major question, what is the interest of China? Why they attach such a great importance to the Central Europe? And the answer is quite complicated, because it's a part of the global policy of China. Let's start from the sea, the South Chinese China Sea. This is the gate to one of the major gates to China. That's why they attach such a high importance, and they entered quite brutal conflict with the United States.
They built those islands, they weaponized them, and right now this is a first frontier of China's
They try
defense.
to make the internal sea from this region monopolized, fully controlled by China, by the Chinese government. And this is connected, on the other hand, with a recent Chinese moves in Italy. So they try to control the ports, not only Venice. They bought before Piraeus in Greece.
Yes.
So this is the one element to secure the sea, the belt along the southern coasts of Eurasia. Another element is a policy toward Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia the United States have some doubts about the loyalty and the prospective use of Saudi Arabia as a major ally in this region. So there is a kind of the political gap between the United States now and Saudi Arabia. Gap filled very smartly by China now. So we have one aspect, but another aspect of the Chinese policy, or the dimension of Chinese policy, is so-called Belt and Road. So this connection line between the West and China through the Central Asia, Russia, Belarus, Poland, up to down to the western coasts of
those who
Europe.
learn history know that just before the First World War, Germany announced that they will start the railroad construction from Berlin to Baghdad, and that was kind of the same idea, to bind two distant places.
And from Beijing to Baghdad is closer than from Beijing to Berlin. So
That's
it's
true.
a part of the same idea, which is China, in the very, very smart way, they are selling to Europe, to the West. The project is divided into the different sectors and different aspects, each of them attractive for the different region of Europe. They appeal differently to France, differently to Germany, to the Central Europe, and the meeting we are foreseeing now, it's another part of the policy.
Okay, we will
Just
have
to get
this
control, to put the step into this place.
Some people say this is a crucial area for Chinese interest just because of this Belt and Road initiative. If this Belt and Road, the only way they can go is through our countries, and the Chinese should make sure, first of all, this will be safe passage and everyone will benefit. We know now how predatory Chinese investment can be, like in Africa, when they lend money, then the beneficiary cannot pay profits, cannot pay back this money, then Chinese say,
They
okay,
go.
so we'll take the infrastructure.
Infrastructure, or they leave. We have to admit and to be aware that the only goal, the major and practically the only goal for the Chinese expansion is money. It's exploitation. Kind of the seduction of the various countries. Because we live in the illusion, again, Germany independently, France independently, Central Europe, that we will benefit from the project. But so far we don't see any profits.
Well, you know, like 2012, first cargo trains started to roll from China through Kazakhstan, Russia to Poland. They discharged their load at Łódź or at the ports in Poland. There are two ports for that. And that was like one train a month, and right now there are 3 or 4 trains a day. So this is significantly
But
different.
this is not our initiative. We are reactive. In the negotiation, in the international game, one of the biggest advantages is the initiative, the initial action. And we follow the ideas presented to us from Beijing. We are unable until now to create the kind of strategy, how to deal with China, how to make a profit, how to...
Because we have huge trade gap with China. It's growing every year.
As everyone in the world.
So logically saying, if we will build a faster transport route that will bring down the cost, speed up the transportation, will our trade imbalance with China grow, or it will be smaller?
I'm absolutely convinced and perfectly sure that it's the major advantage will be taken by the Chinese side.
Yep.
Because, you know, they ask us permanently, not only us, but also the United States, they appeal for the openness of our markets.
Right. What about
liberalize trade, but they secure and they protect the market very carefully. So
it's like kind of illusions went away. We know that China is a predatory capitalism. We know that China is a powerful, long-time planning player. We know that China is all about to secure their own interest, and all that all that win-win strategy is just smoke to screen the real aims. So why they are still on the table? Why those discussions are still going on?
We in the West now, we go through the very bad and prospectively catastrophic even period. We lost our creativity. We lost our imagination. We just follow. We hope that someone will come to us and advise us with the new ideas, with the new strategies.
The famous barbarians, and yet they are coming, sir.
They are coming. But the major question is what to do. How to protect ourselves, how to take advantage, how to make profit. how to secure our vested interests in this game. It's a very difficult question because we still keep in the back of our head that they they can mobilize tremendous resources anytime.
Yep.
They can buy anything they want in the world.
Sir, thank you very much for this quick conversation. That was it for tonight's Poland Daily Business, and our guest was Ambassador Ryszard Żółtaniecki.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much for that. Please stay with us. There are a lot more programs to come, and please be back tomorrow.